Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Still Donut Collective. My name is Yella. With me today, I have Connor.
Hello there.
And Blake.
Hey everyone, what's up?
And we're here once more for the anniversary special. Hoo boy! After this, we will once again disappear into the ether, never to be seen again.
Until
but for now, we're here.
100th anniversary.
Yeah, that's when we'll get. That's when we'll come back. Don't worry. And we have a little Sonic the Hedgehog, My Little Pony crossover story for you today called "Heroes at War."
Yes, two great categories mashed together. So that
two great tastes
that
taste great together. Yeah. So Blake, why don't you give us the description?
Mobius and Equestria have been at war for a year. What is the war really about, though? Review and raid and yada yada yada. Chapter 2 is not finished yet, but it will be soon.
What is
when
it
was this
good
uploaded?
for?
2013?
This was 2013, April.
You know, it's 11 years, but
yeah.
There are two chapters.
Oh, that's true,
We'll
actually. I
see.
didn't even look at that.
We'll see. We'll get there, surely. We'll start at Chapter 1, The Misunderstanding. Mobia and Equestria had been at war for a year now without anyone knowing how it all started.
That is
not
not good.
What?
How did you start a war without knowing how?
It's only been a year. Surely you know how it started. Like
Yeah.
The endless war.
If it has been like multi-generational war, then I could be like, yeah, I understand that at some point that knowledge was forgotten. It's been a year.
Everyone in their history textbooks remembers the single-year war.
Well, you know, it's like every pop song ever, when talking about a relationship, they love the rhyme, like, how did we start this war? What are we fighting for? That must be in like every single like Three Doors Down song or whatever. And it's like, that's what's going on here. They don't know what they're fighting for.
They really don't know. It's just Zero all over again. What am I fighting for?
Oh, yeah. That's a real blast from the past.
Yeah, Mega Man X4, everybody. All they know is that it will all end in blood and darkness.
I would stop them.
Yeah, if you know that's, maybe just stop.
If the only thing you do know is that, like, the end result is a net negative for everyone, then just cut your
Just
losses.
fucking stop. Then again, we see in the real world, people don't stop.
That's
Outside
true.
gate to Equestria. Sonic and Tails had been sorry. Okay. Sonic and Tails had been guarding the gate for a year, waiting for any spies to come through.
Jesus. So nothing's even happened in the year.
No, at least nothing here in this
At
gate.
least not with this gate. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This author doesn't know war at all.
You know, if you've ever been, I remember during COVID when I was looking for a job, you would always see security guard jobs, and they would pay, like nothing. And if you're like, well, you're a security guard, isn't that a dangerous position? No, it's because this is going to be your job. You're just going to stand there and do nothing.
Yeah. Hey, Tails.
Sonic began.
We are like Mobius's greatest heroes. Why aren't we allowed to see what our enemies look like?
Why don't we do something other than stand outside a gate?
It's
that
a
apparently
cold
nothing
war.
happens?
It's a very cold war.
Yeah, the Frozen War. The War of Station Square. Probably because we are quite fast, so we will be able to catch the spies that come through. And once this war is over, we will be able to go back home, and you can go back to Blaze.
None of that answers the question.
That is some good exposition right there. Now we know.
Now we know
that he's
Sonic
with
and
Blaze.
Blaze are together.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
That's what's really important.
What is the ship with Sonic in this story? That's the important questions everybody always asks.
No. Now the question is, when did they ship me with Julie Sue?
One day, surely Blake will get there. I hope for you. I pray for you.
You will find love.
With Julie Sue. Tails replied. Sonic took out a picture of a purple feline and himself at a wedding. One tear falling onto it.
Oh, that's got a real story and a sentence quality. You know,
Yeah.
a picture of himself, of her and herself at a wedding. You would have to do a comma, but one tear falling onto it. You know, that tells you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Blaze, when are you going to tell Amy you got married? She may kill you, but it's still mean that you didn't tell her. Is Sonic engaging in bigamy? Is Sonic going to be like, that is bigamy?
Tails, shut up. It was a secret wedding.
Sonic sighed. Sonic sighed.
I don't know. Building enough courage to ask if Blaze would marry me a while. Telling Amy will take years.
His inner caveman, like a
for a moment, he returned to monkey.
Like he was a werehog for 1 second.
Yeah.
Like it's just flashed across his face. Also, I don't think anyone even uses the word bigamy anymore, so nobody even knows. That's when you marry someone when you're already married.
Sonic joked. Tails chuckled. Because he's not Knuckles, you know. You're married? What about my married? Came an angered shout from the bush behind them.
Amy, how long have you been there?
Sonic asked worriedly. Long enough, you two-timing a-hole?
Timing.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, timing. Yeah, well. Oh, God.
Tamaying, even.
Tamaying.
I'm just amazed. So I was kind of joking, but he's really still with Amy, and he's marrying Blaze, and he was going to not tell her.
He's going to not tell Amy.
Amy is just like ultimate stalker.
He was going to have an actual secret family.
Which is right like half the time.
Yeah, well.
A pink hedgehog came out of the bushes, hate in her eyes, slight tears running down her muzzle, and a big-ass hammer clutched in both hands.
I gotta say, I was excommunicated from the Sonic community, though, because I was a big supporter of Sonic and Sally over Sonic and Amy.
Damn.
Right.
For some reason, people only like the dysfunctional relationship. Sonic and Sally were made for each other.
I mean,
right. And
to be fair, in the Archie comics, their relationship also got hella dysfunctional at some point.
Well,
so
that's
you
true.
know.
I do like those comics, though. I wish there was a digital version because they get more expensive every year.
Yeah, I mean that's
I want to reread
what happens.
them.
That's what happens with non-digital old stuff.
It also happens with Western comics because, like in Japan, it would be collected in a mangaka, but like now, there's no collections. You just have to buy all the old single issues for like $1 billion, and it sucks.
Yeah. Outside entrance to Mobius. Whoa. Above the gate were two Pegasi flying in a circle. Oh yeah,
no, that's
shit, you're right. Word. That is Pegisi.
Pegisi.
I thought it looked off, but for some reason I couldn't quite place it. But then, fuck. Two Pegisi flying in a circle like an eagle watching its prey. Correct its. I'll give him credit there.
Hey,
the one correct thing that is always done wrong. You did it. One was a light yellow with a pretty pink mane, and the other one was a light blue with a rainbow mane.
This is, to be fair, like the classic thing that you do with My Little Pony, where you have to describe their details first, even though we know who they are.
It's also great because on the other end, we just started with Sonic and Tails. They were just there instead of a blue hedgehog and a two-tailed fox.
Well, I mean, we know Sonic and Tails. We don't know My Little Pony, I guess.
Apparently. That's the angle we're going in.
This was 2013, the breakout years.
This story started the Brony fandom. You can blame this story.
Damn. With its
That's
singular with its singular favorite and singular follow in 11 years. That singular review.
That singular review favorite and follow was like Bill Gates or something. He spread it very quickly with his massive influence.
Breaking new ground.
Rainbow Dash, why do we have to do this? What if we can't stop the intruders?
The yellow one asked the one known as Rainbow Dash.
So has anything happened here over a year, or is it just people watching a portal?
This is the story of like a bunch of Paul Blarts just meeting,
Yeah, I guess so. Don't worry, Fluttershy. You can just keep watching. It'll take the intruders.
RD. Rainbow Dash replied, bang, a huge... Sorry, there's no ending.
You're still in the side.
I'm going to stop that now, though. A huge crash was heard below the two. Heard, fuck. Below... Sorry, I'm used to... Over time, while we weren't existing, I got used to reading text that, was spelled correctly. Anyway. Dust filling up everywhere. Fluttershy hid behind some bushes.
Oh my god. There's one, RD. You're really trying to make this a thing, huh?
Yeah, no, this is
RD
just...
every time now.
I've never seen anyone do this.
I mean, this was 2013. This is when, people were trailblazing and shit, so...
Yeah. Well, this guy apparently didn't blaze a trail with this.
Yeah, no, this trail went nowhere, sadly. I mean, fortunately, let's just say fortunately, actually. She stuttered. RD sighed as she flew towards the site, dragging Fluttershy with her. When the dust went, the two Pigisi saw a blue figure.
Pigisi.
I'm going to open an Italian restaurant, and I'm going to have an item on the menu called a Pigisi, and then I'll know who's really Italian, because I'll come in and be like, what the hell is that? That's not a thing. What's a Pigisi?
Doctor, I don't feel too well. Go see Pigisi. He's the best clown around.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to think of that. Yeah, it does sound like an old clown name.
It does.
Yeah. Pigisi the clown. Yeah, wow. Oh my, what a strange hedgehog. Is it all right?
Fluttershy asked. RD stared at her.
So you... Who cares if he's all right? He is probably a Mobian. He came through the fucking portal. You've never seen this kind of hedgehog in your life.
The thing is, from what we got here, apparently the Mobians have never seen Equestrians, and Equestrians have never seen Mobians, yet these two places are at war somehow.
It's like in Elder Scrolls Oblivion. The fucking gates just popped up.
Yeah, just suddenly
overnight,
Oblivion gates,
like,
yeah.
Oh, this portal, this Stargate somewhere else just popped up, and it's like, well, we're at war now. I guess I better monitor it.
Well, it's like the movie Stargate. Imagine if instead of going through the Stargate, they just sat around in front of it the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what they did for like a year here.
Yeah.
Also, this might be my opportunity to notice, if you watch the opening of the Disney animated film Atlantis: The Lost Empire, side by side with the opening of Stargate, it is like almost scene for scene a copy.
Oh. Huh. Really?
Yeah, I don't know why Disney, or how Disney thought they could get away with it, but it's like...
I mean, they have apparently been getting away with it.
Where the smart nerdy guy gives a presentation that no one gives a fuck about, but one guy in the audience is super interested and takes him away and is like, I want you to lead this team. And he's like, but I can't lead the team because I'm nerdy. And he's like, yeah, but do it anyway. And it's like the exact same opening.
Oh, I'm nerdy.
Yeah,
I did watch Disney's Atlantis a lot. I liked it.
I liked it too.
A long time ago.
Very underrated film. I also had a really cool board game based on it.
I know nothing about that, but I do know that the movie is pretty good. Anyway.
Who cares if he's all right? He is probably a Mobian. Let's take him to Twilight. She'll know what to do.
And with that, the duo picked him up and flew to Twilight's house.
Why?
Whoa. Yeah, Twilight's house. You know.
Speaking of,
I guess
Twilight's
she does live in a public library, right?
Well, yeah, the semi-public building, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, shouldn't house be in quotes?
Yeah, I'm really curious. I still have never gotten over the semi-public building. Like, I need a Pan-and-Coic level breakdown.
Yeah.
Of, like, the half A-press.
How many A-presses does it take? How many fucking parallel universes do we need to travel to get through the fucking semi-public house?
Yeah, because it's like, and if you want to make the argument, it's like, oh, because her living quarters are upstairs, but then the library is a public building and it's on the bottom. I'm like, okay, but that means it's a public library with a private, like, housing attached. That's how all cities used to be. There was housing on the second level, storefronts on the bottom.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it a semi-public building. It has a public part and a private part.
Yeah, separately counted as buildings.
Yeah.
Twilight's house. Knock, knock! RD waited impatiently for the door to open.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Hello? The door was opened by a purple unicorn with a pink and purple mane. What is RD? I'm in kind of...
You've got this weird nickname that no one calls you
when
now.
When did that start? Like, huh? Yeah. I'm confused. She was cut off by RD, pushing her inside and dropping the hedgehog on the sofa.
Oh my god, I love what she says.
I don't know who this is, but he looks like trouble. RD tie him up, Spike send a letter to all of our friends in case they come across him, and Fluttershy, be Fluttershy.
Just wah, 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 wah.
Damn, what a burn. What a diss.
Dude, imagine you fall through a portal, next thing you know, you wake up hog-tied.
Yeah.
Damn. Twilight ordered. Sonic's eyes began to open, with blurry faces looking at him.
My name's Blurry Face, and I care what you think.
Yeah. It was 2013. I have no idea if 21 Pilots even existed at the time.
Yeah. Ooh, who are you guys? Where am I? Please don't let Amy hear.
Oh my god.
He spoke. His vision was restored.
Hallelujah.
That if you say that, if you have eye problems, by the way, if you're watching this and you have like, I don't know what the opposite of 20/20 vision is, shitty vision. If you have shitty vision, just say that phrase, your eyesight will improve.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You heard it here.
And he found 3 pony faces looking at him.
Who are you and what are you doing in Equestria?
Asked RD calmly. I added the
Wow.
comment.
For once, people don't know me.
Can
I'm
relate.
Sonic. Sonic's Hedgehog. I just want to disappear. I am Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog, also known as the fastest thing alive, the blue blur, blue pin cushion,
Nobody's
and
called
my
you that.
personal favorite, Faker.
Yeah, that. What?
Yeah. Only one person calls you that, but okay.
But I'm always super thrilled when that happens.
Yeah.
Heh heh. And you?
He said smugly.
Your nightmare.
Damn.
Oh my god. They're gonna like
Oh, man.
waterboard him?
It's even like RD spat.
Well, yeah, it's
He's
they're
so
at
upset,
war.
so venomous.
Wait a minute. If you waterboard Sonic, can you tell that it's starting to work when you hear the drowning music?
Oh my god. if you pay very
And then
if you pay
rings
very
pop out.
close if you pay very close attention, you can see the number shaped bubbles.
Yeah.
But they disappear very quickly because there's not enough water. But still, look carefully.
What are your orders? Whoops, bling, bling. All the fucking rings fly out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you keep giving him a ring back, you can torture him forever.
God, that's
Oh my
horrifying.
God.
Sonic's
Yeah.
life is hell.
Yeah.
Trust me, you are not Amy.
What does that mean? Sonic chuckled.
We are keeping you here until Celestia appears. Okay?
She retorted. Sonic smirked.
Make me.
Was all he said as he curled up into a ball, cutting the rope and running off.
Oh my god, he did a spin dash.
He did a spin
He
dash.
spin dashed right out of the ropes. That's awesome.
I mean, the past tense of that is spun dash.
Yeah.
Spun dashed.
The past tense of sleep is sloop.
Swoop or something. I love that. Yeah, he just like cuts the rope by turning into a ball.
Yeah, and then he bounced into like the 3 bars that are up in the ceiling, and it made the ding 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 ding.
Yeah. Don't worry, Twy. Nothing can be as fast as me.
Okay. Listen, I'll give Rainbow Dash a lot of credit for being fast. She's not supersonic fast, I don't think.
Well, she can move faster than the speed of sound. But I don't know if she.
Okay,
can move as fast as
I
sound.
mean, I think that would make them on par, because Sonic can also move faster than sound.
But you see, that's why they always get paired up in these stories.
Yeah, this
because
was-
they really are 2 sides of the coin.
95% of the crossovers was,
Yeah,
pairing them
yeah.
up, or the two of them racing. The other 5% were bad epic rap battles. We already talked about that. I didn't want to have to pick out beats and stuff. No.
When did we get love for the nerds, though? When did we get our Tales in Twilight, like, nerd story where they invent
Oh,
something
man.
together? Fall in love, make out.
Combine magic technology.
Yeah, or like, I guess, who's like the shy one in Sonic? Like Cream or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess Cream would be the closest, though Cream has also been getting kind of out of her shell over the years, so... Anyway,
Maybe we can pair Silver with Fluttershy.
I could see that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RD said as he flew off after Sonic.
Knuckles would definitely pair up with, like, Applejack.
Oh, easy. And then Rarity and Rouge is like a match made in heaven.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
This is like the perfect these crossovers. Like Side the Hedgehog and MLP on their own, they're awful. But when you combine them together, they're still awful. But it makes so much sense.
It doesn't make sense, it's weird.
It's like Cheese Whiz is disgusting, and like chicken and a biscuit crackers are disgusting. No offense to people who like those things, but when you combine them, it is disgusting. But they do make sense. They fit.
Yeah. Now, who does Eggman get paired up with? Because Eggman always gets the short end of the stick here.
Damn.
Well, they don't have that many villains,
Nah, okay.
so
Just joking.
Anyway. RD said as she flew off after Sonic.
Okay, where am I? Space question mark. Let's see. The formatting of this is just awful, but
Yeah.
houses, Bigfoot playing poker, apple trees, and wait, apples? Why not?
Why not, indeed?
It turned into that fucking Crash Bandicoot story.
For a split second.
He said, patting his stomach, running off to sweet apple acres.
Oh, no, you don't.
Came a western voice at the entrance.
Southern, but okay.
Yeah.
Wrong
No,
cardinal
Applejack's from
direction.
Cali now. Rocking around the world from Cali to LA.
Yeah.
Damn. Sonic wondered what it was until he was bucked straight in the stomach.
Ow.
Lost all vision.
Yeah.
That's gonna leave a bruise in the morning.
Sonic joked as he climbed up steadily.
I'm picturing him doing like a miming performance, on like as if he's pulling himself up on the air,
Mm-hmm.
The name's Applejack. Remember that now. Twilight told me all about you.
In the past, 5 seconds, Sonic
Maybe
stopped.
Spike was
for a
like
long
sending
time.
out those letters like left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just paper airplaned them across Ponyville or whatever.
Mm.
All I want is an apple. Screw this. I'm going home. Yes, go home. That's what you should have been
Yeah,
doing.
leave enemy territory, probably, yeah.
But everyone knows that the equestrian apple is the world's greatest apple. If you're there, you might as well take the risk to try one.
You might as well see if you can get one of them juicy, delicious
Even if you're
apples.
a prisoner of war.
That's why they
Yeah.
actually went to war.
It was over the apples.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
I've had there was an apple in my life. It was a local historic apple. I forget what those are called. Heirloom apple.
I just really love that you just said there wasn't. I just really love that you just said there was an apple in my life. You should have ended the whole thing there. That would have been.
I would have gone to war for that apple. I'm just saying.
Heard of apple in your eye or apple of the eye or whatever?
Yeah.
This is the apple in my
apple of
life.
the soul.
Damn. As he walked away, a little saddened that no one trusts him.
You're in enemy territory.
Zap!
Ah, they turned caps lock on. Ow, who the bloody hell? Bloody hell.
That's such a
Did
Sonic
that.
way of speaking.
I said we learn where our author's from.
He turned to see RD on a lightning cloud, chuckling to herself. Sonic growled.
I told you, every time now. It's just RD. Oh, it is on!
He called to her. Sonic dashed up a tree, backflipped, and landed on the cloud.
Hey, you're not Mario.
Da-da-da-da-da.
What? Only Pegaisi can walk on clouds, or I guess Pegisi, whatever we decided earlier.
Yeah.
Only Pegisi can walk on clouds. How did you?
RD began. Sonic smirked.
When you know the wind like I do, you can do anything.
What?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
makes sense.
he's the Knight of the Wind, you know?
Well, he might be the Knight of the Wind, but you might remember that Alucard is the Wind.
Yeah, but Alucard's not here.
Oh, well. God. Alucard,
Maybe
Sonic, and
Chop
Rainbow
it.
Dash?
Oh, man.
Now that's the crossover.
There you go. That's the cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, he kicked her in the chin, sending her flying to the ground.
I don't normally hit girls. Why is Sonic being characterized like this now? But you're really pissing me off.
He shouted. RD growled and shot up at Sonic, who dodged the tackle and landed on her back.
Oh, man.
How?
She should have used Seismic Toss instead of Tackle. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on. That's basic Pokemon battle.
What type would Sonic be? Just like normal type?
Ground
Slug
normal.
type.
I'd say he is ground because he is a hedgehog.
Well, he
Oh,
could
that's true.
stand on
He-
clouds.
He's like a sand shrew. Well, everyone
Yeah,
can
exactly.
stand
He's
on-
just a sand shrew.
No, everyone can stand on clouds in this universe.
Yeah, when you know the wind like he does.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, he
Against the
again.
wind.
Now I honestly now just kind of want to listen to Night of the Wind again.
I want to listen to "I Am the Wind" from Symphony of the Night.
Yeah. Imagine
What if we
Alucard.
listen to both at the same time?
Oh, that's a mashup.
Hell yeah.
Is that the best you've got?
He asked tauntingly. RD shaked him off her back, letting him fall into Applejack's direction, who bucked him in the head, sending him half-conscious.
What?
He got sent half-conscious.
Half-conscious in a semi-public building.
Yeah.
That's a good album. That's like a 90s alternative album.
Yeah.
Finally, RD shot at him again with all her speed, crashing into him, creating a crater. She panted and got up from where she lay.
But not him laying there either.
No.
Is he dead?
She asked Applejack, watching a bit of blood pour from his head.
I sure hope not, Sugar Cube.
Replied Applejack, handing RD a picture. Then eyes began to swell up in tears. It was a picture of Sonic and Blaze holding 2 baby children.
As opposed to 2 baby adults.
Yeah. Eyes just across the place started to well up with tears.
Hey,
I do like that this...
A baby, infant, child, youngling?
I do like that this implies that Applejack would be completely fine with murder as long as that person was single and didn't have children.
Right. No, Sonic actually has redeemable qualities. Aw, man.
Aw, shit.
They're talking about implementing a bachelor tax in Japan. They're like, what if we just did bachelor execution?
Oh my god.
Get married or die.
That's what Sonic
the
did.
babies.
And then we have an author's note. Who gives us that?
A/N. No, the picture is not the same as the one from the start, okay?
Okay.
I just want to say a big thank you to the people who invented literature. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Technically true, but
yeah. Yeah, what Blake said.
Maybe universal statement.
Oh my god.
All right, that was chapter 1. On to chapter 2. Wait.
Introduction.
Guys, does this look a little familiar?
This looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah, and it's also the introduction after the first
After
chapter.
the misunderstanding.
It almost looks like it's the exact same chapter again.
Yeah.
So you're telling me when this guy says chapter 2 is not finished, but it will be soon, he had to reserve space for it?
I guess.
By just putting up chapter 1 again?
Well, yeah, it's
Maybe.
the fanfiction.net thing. It was the housing bubble, you know. You had to try and get space while you could.
Right, you had to get that link.
Yeah, you had to get
link.
the URL ready.
At a certain point, they just don't... They have certain points where they just stop letting people add chapters. But that's the legal loophole. If you already have the chapter up...
Yeah, they can't take that away from you.
Yeah. So, you know, that's why you'll see... You go back to those really old stories, you know, during the big... fan fiction recession of 08.
That explains everything about Mongoose Lover.
Yeah, you'll see exactly. Mongoose Lover has, he can post like 30 chapters for every story just to make sure.
Just to make sure. Also, his alignment charts are very important. We do have a singular
you go far
review.
enough back in time, and you go far enough back in time, and you'll see someone reserve like 20 chapters.
Yeah.
But that's chapter 2 is the same as chapter 1. We don't need to reread it.
We're not going to read that. We are going to read this review, though. At reviews, we have guests who reviewed chapter 2, saying, "Okay, the same chapter is posted on this story twice. What's up with that? Not a question."
And what's the deal with Airline?
What's the deal with introduction of heroes at war?
Yeah, they have separate chapter names. That's
the thing that kind of gets me. Also, the author's note, it's literally just copy-paste the same entire thing. So it's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, that was a real heartwarming experience. This is exactly the sort of story that we would have covered right back at the beginning of the channel. It started when I was 4 vibes.
Right. Mobius and Equestria are at war, even though no one seems to be doing anything.
And until this author uploads another chapter, they will remain at war forever.
Without knowing why.
Rest in peace.
Thanks for watching part of our 10th anniversary special. If you liked this, feel free to watch more of the special, or go back and watch some of our regular content. Either way, have a good day.